marriage the answer for all?
Hell no.
Why is that?
You don't have to marry somebody just because you love them. Marriage don't define that you love somebody. It's just a piece of paper.
Why most women, let's say that, most women want that. Why? Because
marriage is like a baby. They feel like it will complete something. They feel like it'll keep you together. When in reality, it won't. People have babies with people thinking that if I have this baby, he gonna stay around. No, they only make them even more distant. Getting married to somebody, you could have the best relationship with them before marriage, but then you get married to them, and then the shit like a baby. Everything go down drain because white people got comfortable. People like, nah, I got him over. I ain't gotta have sex with him like that no more. I ain't gotta have sex with him like that no more.
So when you consider any type of relationship, you should be stepping into it with kind of like sort of a business mind?
Yeah, until you get to know that person. But you can get to know somebody all day, every day.
Yeah, but, you know, like, for an example.
I won't see it as marriage being a business, but...
Why not?
I see marriage as a contract.
It is literally a contract, but why is that not a business? Because if you have your own business, you never want your business to go belly up.
Yeah, you're right.
So, wouldn't you always want to work on keeping that business afloat?
Yeah.
Just like marriage?
Yeah, you're right. Now that you say it that way, yeah, you're right.
Like, you
got to keep a business mind.
Yeah.
It's like trying to save the business.
Yeah.
It's like people saving their marriage. Sometimes some people got to a point where they just got comfortable and let it die. And what happens with most businesses when they forget about it? It dies down. You got to keep it fresh. You gotta always try to do different things.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I say talking and communication is key in relationships, period, even in marriage. When people forget to talk, like have meetings with one another. Let me sit down and talk to you. Let me tell you where I'm unhappy at. We need to work on this. And if that person's not willing to work on it, then that's the problem. It's like you're not compatible because one person is willing to work on it, but another person is not willing to talk about it. That's why I don't see marriage as always being the first step of people just saying, let's jump into this. You have to be able to have communication before going into marriage. That's the only way you're going to be able to see eye to eye.
So, when it comes to marriage, what is your personal opinion about marriage?
It's just a piece of paper.
So you don't need to have it?
No. I can go downtown and change my last name without a piece of paper.
But don't you want more children?
I definitely do.
So
you don't gotta be married to have no kids.
Yeah, that's true. But wouldn't you want to be married to your next child's father?
No, not initially.
Why is that?
People have kids without being married all the time. Some people, that's just people's mindset is that you have to be married to have children because you don't want to have a bastard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who the hell is to tell somebody that you had a bastard? Where is that state in the law that your child is a bastard because you ain't married? The term bastard in the dictionary is not even that. Bastard. Because your parents wasn't married. As a matter of fact, let's see what the definition of bastard. But no, I don't see the sense of just, I want to be married. No, I want to be stable and I have another kid.
What is your definition of marriage then?
Real love.
Real love?
The definition of marriage is we actually in this moment to the end. Not just because it's for the name. I'm not looking to get married just to say, oh yeah, I'm married as a wife now. That's what most people get married for, just to be able to say, my husband. Can let me tell you my husband, me and my husband. That, I'm telling you, most people only get married just so they can be able to say that.
Why are you looking up that word marriage? Why don't you?
No, I'm looking up the word bastard.
Look up the word bastard, and when you're done with that, look up the word marriage.
Bastard, an unpleasant or despicable person.
Okay, and look up marriage.
The term bastard is not defined that your child is because your parents wasn't married.
No.
This is marriage, the legally or formally recognized union of two people as partners in a personal relationship. Historically and in some jurisdictions, especially in a union between a man and a woman, a happy marriage.
Where in there says anything about love?
Nowhere.
So why do people reference marriage to love?
When in reality, marriage is only the word union. You became one.
Exactly. So that's exactly why you should be going into a marriage with a business mindset.
Yeah, it's true. I agree to it. I actually agreed to it when you said it.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to keep it stable, and you want to keep it afloat.
You gotta scratch my back, and I scratch yours.
Exactly. This ain't no I got married for me, and you only help me. You help me. I help you. Help me, help you. And it is. Help me learn things that I don't know, and I'll teach you some things.
When is a person ready for marriage? Well, two people are ready for marriage.
You never know.
In your personal opinion, you don't have.
I'm still not ready for marriage.
Not for you specifically. I'm saying, when would you recommend marriage for somebody? Would you ever recommend marriage for anybody?
Nah.
No?
No, that ain't my place. I'm not the one to tell somebody that you need to get married to somebody.
So you hear me all the time when I'm talking about, forget marriage, forget kids. And
That's your opinion.
Yeah, but you hear me say it all the time. How does that make you feel?
No type of way at all.
No? You don't look
Because
down?
if you feel one way, doesn't mean I feel that way.
I'm not saying that have to rub off on you. But I'm saying, does that make you look down upon me or look at me in another shade of light?
It's not for everybody, just like college isn't for everybody. Dating is not for everybody. Parenting is not for everybody. Everybody should not be parents, even the one that already have kids. Certain things is not for everybody. You cannot tell somebody that this is what life is presenting, and that you have to get married in life, that you have to have children, that you have to go to college. No, it's not for everybody. You can't tell people what they should do. No, I do not look down on you because that's how you feel. That's how you feel.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's other people that feel the same way.
I'm sure you piss a lot of people off.
Yeah, I have.
When you said to me that, I don't want to talk about it because I might piss you off. No, you can't piss me off because that's how you feel. Mom, you want some bacon?
Second, I'm going to have to say, maybe this might be the last question. How do you feel about my body, my choice?
Hell no. Some people need to learn to care about themselves.
I'm talking about when it comes to having kids. You think that a man should have more of a say-so when it comes to having children?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
So what is your suggestion on changing that up?
I honestly believe that there should be a
I
law.
thought you said you were no baby.
I just said I guess I'm saying. Mind your business. I'm not in yours.
I thought you said you didn't want no bacon. I honestly feel like men should have a choice when a woman gets pregnant or anything and decides to want to have a baby. And if that was the case, I think it should be paper law. But if you choose to keep the baby, don't ask for shit.
Yeah, you got a point.
Now, if he giving it, then that's a complete difference.
Yeah.
But don't go to the court hollering you want child support when you chose to keep the baby and you knew he didn't want it. Or he wanted the baby and you didn't want it. But if he wanted that baby, he better stand up and take care of that baby.
I feel like if my body, my choice is a stand, which is a very understandable thing, like it's a woman's body. She could change it. She could not change it if she wants. But
I think we should want to work on ourselves, though.
yeah, but I feel like my body, my choice, then it should have my wallet, my choice.
Yeah.
Just like that. Like a man be like, well, I don't want the kids, so, like in Switzerland, for an example.
You should be able to sign paperwork.
Yep. Switzerland has paperwork like, all right, the man doesn't want
And if the man doesn't sign the paperwork, she has to get an abortion.
No. Switzerland has...
Or she comes to an agreement that, it is what it is.
I've done some reading and research and stuff. There's other countries that operate just like this. If a woman wants the kid and the man doesn't, they got to sign documents saying, all right, you take full responsibility on this and you cannot come back to the man, and the man cannot come back unless you're willing to let him come back.
That's pretty much taking a sperm donor.
Yeah, pretty much. Then
You can't ask a sperm donor for child
the man
support.
wants the baby and the woman does not want the baby. Then they have to sign documents that man has to fully take care of her for the full term of her pregnancy, no matter what it is that she may need, whatever it is she may want.
Medical insurance and all of that.
Everything. Bills, if she can't go to work and she couldn't work that whole month and her rent needs to be paid, he has to pay that rent. You get what I'm saying?
So if she had to go on bed rest early, he had to take care of all her
He has to
expenses.
take care of everything. All the expenses is all on him.
Damn, that's a good law.
Yep.
They should have that here in the U.S.
Why is that? That's crazy. And I was like, that's crazy. Us being the greatest country in the world
But
don't have that.
if we had it, people would be more safe.
Yeah. We'd be having less deadbeat dads.
Exactly.
Deadbeat moms.
And I mean, but therefore, if there was an agreement that he would take full responsibility, if he signed it, then he agreed to it. If she signed it, then she agreed to it.